Family, it's time. Y'all know what time it is. It's the time we all been waiting for. It's time for another episode of Opinion Matters. Felicia 12, what's going on, family?
What it do? What it do?
Hey, welcome back, welcome back to another installment of Opinion Matters, where your opinions matter. So do us a favor and drop your opinions in the comments. Like, share, and follow because sharing is caring. What's going on, my bros? How y'all doing?
Uh, Good in spite of the Knicks winning.
Don't do the Knicks like that. Everybody need a win.
I mean, everybody need a win, but like I said off air, maybe now Spike Lee can stop coming to the games. Um, Sit at home, Spike.
Yeah, finally got to see his team win. Big up
He
to
finally
Spike.
got this. Yeah, man. You know, it is what it is. Um, Real quick, I believe the Straight Up Moves is gonna open by this weekend.
Oh, I thought it was already open, or because it was supposed to be open on that day, whenever he said it was.
Oh, really?
Well, they working
Hmm.
on it. I think the paperwork won't be signed until Friday. So
Yeah.
I don't
So
know if it's
Hmm.
officially open as of today, but as of now, they have came up to a peace agreement, and hopefully everything go as planned, and they sign the paperwork on Friday, and the gas prices start coming down even more because I've been seeing that around my area they have been coming down, so it would be lovely to see them go down even more.
yeah,
That would be great.
and with Chip saying that, Lily, I got a problem with people that don't have cars talking about the gas prices. Just saying, it is some out there. It is some out there. All
Why they
right,
complaining?
they mad.
Well, martyr prices that make the martyr prices go up because martyr got to pay more for gas. So
Hey, but you still don't have a car note. You know what I mean? You ain't got
I,
car
I mean,
insurance. You ain't got none
I,
of
I
that.
mean, they Uber prices going up.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, y'all people that don't have cars, man, you have no right. You have no right. So shout out to all the people that got cars, man.
Yeah,
What up, Allo the Proud? We see you, partner. I better
yeah.
than
Hey,
before we see
hey!
you. All right, man. So
Welcome in, welcome in.
it's gonna be a rough one tonight, man. We had to get that out the way. But before we go, what do we call this new Donald Trump?
What you
Offering
mean the
offering
new?
the glory because he called Joe Biden Sleepy Joe, and Donald Trump been taking more naps than Joe live on TV. So is there a nickname for him? I'm
Oh,
just
I can
saying
think of
because
quite a few.
that sleep that he been getting, boy, whoo, it been some good sleep,
Yeah.
some real
You,
good
you,
sleep.
are you sure you want to hear my nicknames?
Give me one, Lily. Give me one.
Mango Mussolini,
Ooh. Mango Mussolini. Okay. All right. So he went from the orange man to the mango man. Gotcha.
Darth Cheeto,
Dark? He's silly.
Darth Cheeto,
The
the Tangerine Tyrant.
tangerine pirate. Okay, leave Donald Trump alone, man.
You asked for the nicknames, man.
I didn't know you had that many. I didn't know
Hey,
you had that many.
hey.
Hey, all right. So, hey, man, we glad y'all in here, man. Y'all go ahead. Do like Lily said, like, share, subscribe. Go and let your people know that we are on, man. I'm trying to give people time, man. Time to get in here, man, because it's gonna be a good one tonight. And while I'm prolonging the time, um, shout out to everybody, man, that had graduates, man, and y'all taking them kids off and what I mean, doing the cruises and the whatever y'all doing, man. Just teach your kids, man. Teach your kids. Be with your kids, man. We witness another for carnival, and we don't cover these, but they got the scrapping on the carnival again, man. Carnival Liberty. They got the scrapping again, so I had to give y'all that one.
I
Why
think I've been on that boat.
it was girls and boys. It was mainly girls scrapping
Wow.
on what you call it, man.
So the consensus of that is once Carnival lowered their prices, they gave
Well, they
lead
can
way for
afford it.
everybody to
Yeah, they can afford it.
be a part.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
and then some people need that, you know. Um, but don't mess it up for the future cruisers
Yeah.
because
Because now
y'all ain't.
Carnival Cruise Line is known as the Hood Line.
Yeah, that's
And
sad.
that's sad. That's sad. Just because it's more of us choosing to go on cruises, we shouldn't turn it into a cruise of ratchetness. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Let's handle ourselves like civilized people, civilized adults. Like you said, a lot of these kids are going for graduation. You grown now, act like it. Or so you call yourself grown now. You don't graduate it. So let's please act like it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not continue to
That
feed into the stereotypes and make what people are saying about us true. Really, you know.
right. Cause Chip, man,
yeah.
I'm embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed. And speaking of the embarrassment, let's just get on into it, man, because this whole Carmelo thing is an embarrassing situation too with our people.
Mm.
So with that being said, Chip, man, go ahead and give it to us, bro. What we got for tonight?
All right, we got Carmelo Anthony get 35 years. Fair or unfair? If you haven't heard Carmelo Anthony, we covered the show last year, right after the incident happened. Carmelo Anthony, he was at a track meet and it was raining, so he went up under another team's tent, and a situation came about. He was asked to leave, and he didn't leave. And a young man on the team, on the opposing team, was stabbed by Carmelo Anthony, and yeah, yeah. His trial was last week, and he was found guilty and sentenced to 35 years in prison. And it's caused a lot of uproar in some communities. We have people out protesting. They were protesting at the courthouse. I think it's going a little too far because we got people running around making videos, asking people were they part of the jury, swinging on people. So, I mean, this thing has gotten really crazy. And tonight, family, we want to hear your opinion on it. What have you heard about it? What do you think about it? Was it fair or unfair for Carmelo Anthony to get 35 years? He was pleading self defense, and that didn't work out for him. He was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 35 years. So tonight, family, we want to hear how you guys feel about the whole Carmelo Anthony thing. But for now, Felicia Quayle, excuse me, how do y'all feel about this whole thing?
Um, I feel like in Texas, yeah, he was gonna get the book thrown at him. I'm sorry that he did get 35 years because that's a lifetime. That is a lifetime to be institutionalized. He really has no chance to even live his life. Um, it's hard because I mean he was pleading self defense, but also in that you took the life of another man of another young person, so two lives are gone. I do sort of kind of agree with a statement that Cardi B made. She said that they was trying to make an example. And that's is not trying to bring the race thing into it, but you do have to kind of factor that in a little bit. A person that is not of our persuasion probably would have got a lesser sentence. Because did he have like outside of that? Did he have a record? Did he have any priors? Did he have anything to say that he deserved 35 years? Was he a repeat offender? Was any of that going on?
Okay, Lily. All right. I'm just gonna try my best not to scream and holler at y'all tonight. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna work backwards. Shout out to all the bootleg and janky preachers. All of y'all. I'm calling y'all out.
Oh dear.
Y'all called y'all out. All y'all bootleg, janky preachers and pastors. And I said it on this show. I don't like y'all. Come see me on the show. Y'all come see me. Especially the one they allowed to be the spokesman for them. This guy, Chip, and I need y'all to do y'all homework on it while y'all so mad. This guy was chose to represent this young man, which kind of put him in a deeper situation. It didn't help his situation at all.
Okay.
Now, we already know bullying is a thing, and I don't know what led up prior to this stabbing, but on this particular day, this young man was not bullied. He wasn't bullied. Okay. Now, I said on my show, well, I said on this show last week before last. What I say about decision making?
You're free to make your own decision, but you ain't free from the consequences.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Well, he shouldn't have got 35 years. They were wrong. They threw the book at him. He shouldn't have made the decision to wake up that morning and say, I'm going to take a knife to school. Then we wouldn't be looking at nothing.
Yeah.
Let's just start.
Let's fight. Start there. That's about it.
Yeah, let's start there. Now, I heard that these two young men, the two brothers, I heard, Chip, I did some other research, some other digging, that these boys was well known, you know, they were rich, and we got to do some, I want y'all to dig on this now, that these boys were black belts, the white boys. And, you know, they was pretty much those guys at school. And you ain't going to mess with. So if he took the knife to school, he probably knew this. You know, like, hey, man, I'm tired of these dudes. I know they black belts or whatever, and I'm going to defend myself. You know, that could have been that. I don't know. But you still don't make the decision to take a weapon to school. You don't do that. Now, is the 35 years harsh? Yes, it is. It is, because people done killed more people and got lesser time than 35 years. Yeah, I agree with y'all. But all you Negroes out there marching and stomping and acting a fool with the dude with the perm in his head that's only out there for the money, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Stop. Let's start with raising our kids and teaching our kids about the decisions that we make. The decisions. These are decisions. Go ahead, Lily.
So I agree. The decisions you make now will affect you later. I tell my kids that daily, that especially my oldest one, she just graduated high school. Hey, what you do now will affect you on down the line. So say the parents of Karmelo, you know, told him to abide, you know, follow the rules and do what you're supposed to do. Say, what if, you know, he did that to the point where, because, you know, say that, let's just say this was bullying. So what if it was to the point, because, you know, they don't really, when everything boils to a head, it's never the bullier that gets punished. It's always the one that is reacting to being bullied that is the one that's getting bullied, is getting punished or whatever. Because, you know, it's like, oh, we have zero tolerance when the person that's being bullied has gone through the proper channels and the school still does nothing. School still does nothing. That's teaching him that, hey, I got to take stuff into my own hands, because the adults that are trusted to take care of me or that are supposed to protect me are doing nothing to help me. So I got to help myself.
Yeah,
just what if that was the case?
That's probably was the case. That's happening because some of these kids, they do tell and it's nothing done about it. Go ahead, Chip.
No, I mean, yeah, but you know, I don't think if that was the case, you know, because I listened to a lot of the transcript in the case, and that bullying wasn't the case, for the simple fact is that yes, Carmelo Anthony team, they was out there. It was raining. One of the witness that was actually called for Carmelo Anthony said that they was up under
Tent.
the dugout, and they was asked to
Mm-hmm.
leave from up under the dugout. So once they left from under the dugout, they all Carmelo just he was walking by. He saw somebody that he knew from the other team. So they said they dapped up, and Carmelo Anthony just chose to stay around the up under the tent. They also said that he was asked to leave about 15 times, and he refused to leave. It was also, and neither from the 12 witnesses that the
Okay.
state called, they called 12 different witnesses, uh, kids that was up under the tent, and they were saying that, yeah, he was asked to leave. He also sat there, and it wasn't just a spur of the moment thing that happened in an instant. He was up under the tent for at least 5 minutes, and he was sitting there with his hand inside of his bag, like, touch me and see what happened. And they said the Metcalf kid was like, you don't have anything in your bag, and he was like, touch me and see what happened. So if it was self-defense, then you had ample amount of time just to leave from up under the
To
tent.
leave,
You
to
know,
not
it
provoke
wasn't.
the
Yeah,
situation.
this
Okay.
wasn't a quick thing that happened. This was really an argument that pursued on, and because Carmelo, and this is from witnesses. This is not speculation. This is from the transcript. You know
Okay.
that
So you're saying that he went looking for trouble.
I didn't. I'm not necessarily saying he went looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe once he was up under the tent, I I'm not. I'm no longer getting rained on. I'm about to stay dry. Why he wasn't with his team? Because his team, like I said, it was several teams out there. They wasn't part of the same school, so it wasn't like the Metcalfs had been bullying him or anything like that. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't know one another. So,
Okay.
once he was up under the tent, he chose to stay. I really feel like, where were your team at? They coach said they had a tent coming. He said they didn't have the manpower to load the tent onto the bus. The reason that they didn't have a tent at the time. But it's like no other kid came on the stand to testify that, yeah, I went up under this team tent. I went up under this team tent. So my thing is, why didn't you stay with your team? Why were you up
Okay.
under the
Okay.
tent? If you was asked to leave 15 times and you stayed, if you had your hand in your bag, like, come on, touch me, do something, instead of just leaving from up under this team tent, that young man would be alive. Yeah, 35 years is what this young man facing. He was facing 99 years, but the judge gave him 35 years, so he was very lenient on him. He could have got 99 years for the charge that he was found guilty of. So yeah, it's a lot. Do some research because there's a lot of misinformation going on about this
Okay.
case. A lot of people saying things like it was an all white jury. No, it was Asians on the jury. It was Hispanics on the jury. No, it wasn't black. No blacks on the jury. But hey, it's not. It don't have to be a black on the jury.
Now, Chip. Now I did hear. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
do my research on this, and it's I think this one is a go though. The judge is friends of the family.
That's my first time hearing
Mm,
that. I
Got to do the
very
research
seriously
on it.
doubt that one. Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. They
yeah.
interviewed the
Is
judge though.
Any
So
if
any
that's the
any
case,
any
the
case
judge would
any
have need
case
to
that would have been throughout.
recuse
Yeah,
himself. Yeah.
yeah, that would have if that came up, that would have been excused, and then we would be talking about a
Whole different
mistrial
situation.
already. Yeah, yeah. So
all right,
no.
let's get into some comments. Al on the Proud, what's up, bro? I'm better than before. What's happening? Roger Cox, what's up, bro?
What up? What up? What up?
QT Storm, what's happening? All right,
What
we're
up?
gonna get into some of y'all what you call this. Let's start right here. Lily with Al on the Prowl said 35 with parole, talking about the sentence.
Question mark.
Question mark.
Yeah,
And
so that means, his life is not over. He can still, he can get out. He'll be around 50 something, but you can get out and
Yeah.
still live life at 50. There's only one person life that's over, and that's the young
So
man that's in the grave.
so is that like so he has to serve the 35 years before he's offered parole?
No, they talking about,
Or is it he can get
talking about
if
yeah, he can
17.
like
get,
with good
yeah, he can
good
get paroled
behavior and
out.
stuff he could possibly
Yeah,
get
yeah.
parole?
It's 17 and a half years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo,
he's
that's still a
eligible
lot.
for parole in 17 and a half years. So he'll have plenty of
And how
life
old
to
is he
live.
now?
19.
19.
So,
19.
he'll
Okay.
be late 30s
Uh,
maybe.
yeah, late 30s, getting ready to go into his 40s.
Yeah, so his life is
Woo.
not over. The little man that's in the grave, yeah, his life is over.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm better than before. They make examples every time a person gets in trouble for something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
I just feel like if it was the other way around, and if it was the young man that's dead that had done this to Carmelo, I just honestly don't believe he wouldn't have got 35 years.
I mean,
And I
I
do
know.
believe that self-defense thing would
well,
have
two,
stuck.
Lily, two. Now let's be technical about some things. First of
Hmm.
all, they didn't get the young man a lawyer. Number one, he had a public defender.
Well,
So
they
pretty much
see
you're gonna
that.
get what you get.
Yeah, and that's I have to stop that one because that's another speculation. But they did. They got him a lawyer.
They did.
Yeah, they was
Okay.
Now, how long did this trial
misinformation.
last?
7 days, and then that's another thing. I think it lasted for 7 days, and the jury came back in like 3.5 hours. So they
Mm.
didn't have to deliberate long on this young man's sentence. I mean, yeah, they didn't have to deliberate too long to find him guilty.
Al on the Prowl says if you are a black belt, your hands are considered lethal weapons. That is true.
Very
You
much
have to
so.
get fingerprinted and footprinted and all that stuff.
Got to be
Um,
documented.
he said flight or fight, fight or flight. Okay, um, I'm better than before. He has proof. If the school can show records of bullying, however, murder is not the answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
True.
and
True.
it's like I said, listening to the dude go over the transcript, there was nothing came out about uh, the kid being a bully. There was nothing said
Oh,
during the case. There was nothing even said about no black belt, nothing like that was brought up during the
okay.
case.
Okay. So into the comments, Quiet Storm, uh, multiple witnesses and police records confirm that Austin Metcalf made physical contact with Carmelo Anthony during their altercation. ABC News.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It was said
and
every witness that got up said there was a push. One it's 12 different people, 12 different views. So one of them said, he pushed him. The other one said he football tackled him. The other one said he pushed him with one hand. So yeah. It was most definitely
okay.
contact.
Okay. And then Roger Cox, according to a video that the judge didn't want them to release, Mello
No.
was under the tent for 10 minutes. Before
No.
they even came under the tent, four kids jumped him.
And
I need to see that video.
no,
I need to see that
and
video.
see
I need
that
to see that.
that's another
That's the misinformation.
that's some more misinformation. You can go out there. First of all, there's no video. Everybody talk about
Okay.
this video. The video is yet to be seen by anybody, but everybody's talking about it. You can
No,
go
Chip, they just released the video before we got on air. I saw it.
of
Oh,
They got good footage. If you would like, I could show it.
yeah.
But
That's
they got it. But shout out to Janelle Wright.
they were saying that. Of
Shout
hey,
course,
out to
hey,
Mama
hey.
Nance.
it was
Hey,
video
Mama
shown.
Nance.
It was
What's
video
that?
shown during the case, but you know it was all they were saying that it was too blurry, stuff
Nah, they
like
got
that.
another one that ain't supposed to be blurry now. I was trying to watch it. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
while we're talking. Let me see about pulling something up on my side. But
Okay.
I was trying to look at it, and I was like, well, we get ready to go on air, so I didn't pull it up um and finish it. But if y'all would like, we can watch it.
So do we think that there will possibly call for a retrial based off of this video, or do you think they're going to appeal the decision,
They're gonna
which I think
appeal.
is
Yeah,
going to happen here?
Yeah,
because
they
even in the transcript, listening to the transcript, they did bring up the Carmelo team did bring up that there was no black jurors. It was a few things that they tried to you know um do before the case, but they never said anything about in the transcript. It never said anything about they presented a video and the judge shot it down. So if it's a video out there, this video just came from
Just
okay.
came out of thin air.
nowhere.
What
Yeah,
I'm reading here, Chip, is saying Carmelo Anthony video release, no evidence of self defense viewable. So you really probably can't see it.
yeah,
So
and
we gonna pass.
yeah, that was the thing. It was videos being shown. They showed several different videos during the trial, but in neither of the video you could see the incident happen. Yeah, you could see how long he was up under the tent. It wasn't just a few minutes, but far as you seeing the the stabbing, no, no, no. They said in the videos that were shown throughout court that that you know you couldn't
I'm
see it.
gonna I'm gonna go back to. I know this is really corny, but why can't everybody just we just live peaceably among one another? Why is it so hard to just
Because somebody
mind?
always got to be bad and dominant over the other person. You know.
But there's no there with the state of this economy right now. We all need to be banding together.
Yeah, you're right. But Lily. Okay, so bullying we know it's bad in the schools, but as
Hmm.
we did a show on bullying. It's on the job.
Hmm.
Mama Nance, please forgive me. But why your supervisor got to be a jackass on the job? You
Why
know what I
anybody got
mean?
to be a jackass on the
You know what
job?
I'm saying? So why not respect people and treat people the way you want to be treated? But
Okay.
that for some reason that don't stick. You know what I mean? I'm this and I'm that and they gonna do what I say and you know what I mean. And you don't know if that person having a bad day or their mama just died or their cat just died. You don't know, and you going
So
you messing with these people and they take you out.
Yeah,
yeah, that self importance thing. Whew, that ego
Yeah,
that'll get you.
yeah,
and and I'm saying this as parents, man. Let's start with the school system, man. Let's start with the house. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better at raising our children, man. We gotta do
Of
better, man.
course.
And I gotta say this to y'all parents, man. If you have a relationship with your child where they could talk to you, they would tell you they being bullied. You know what I mean? But y'all not talking to your children. Your children not talking to y'all because they probably scared to talk to y'all. But if they have a relationship, you know what I mean? My sons and my grandson, man, they come talk to me about anything. I got a relationship with them.
oh
My
yeah,
nieces and nephews, I told them when they were going to school, y'all let your uncle know what's going on. Let me know. And I ain't gonna go up to the school. Hey, you know how the ones with the bonnets on their head going up there and arguing. We not doing
Hey,
all of that.
hey, we
We're
we
not
leaving the
doing all
bonnet
that.
brigade out of this now. We
Because
leaving the bonnet brigade out of
here's the
this.
thing, Chip. Here's the thing, and I've always said this. First of all, we going up to the school arguing with the teachers and the principals as if it's the teachers and the principals' fault. You got to go to the parent. You got to go
Okay.
to the parent.
Okay. So with that, I'm gonna bring up my own personal, oh Lord, my own personal experience. my oldest child was in a situation where she was, being bullied, being picked on and stuff, I went to the school and I requested through the school to have a meeting with these parents because I didn't want to, go to their house or none of that, cause no scene, none of that. I asked through the school, hey, can you set up a meeting with me and this other child's parents? The school told me we can't force them to do that. So if they don't want to, you can't do it. So I tried. So my next move, I said, well, let me put it to you like this. If this child messes with my child again, puts their hands on my child, I'm pressing charges against the school and the parents. You can let the other parents know that.
Yeah.
And from then on,
Lily,
I ain't had no more problems.
that's great. Lily, I gotta pause the show real quick. And normally we don't do this, but whoever this is in the comment, first of all, this is a grown show, a grown adult show. We don't do the name calling and all of that. And I'm gonna say this before I give you what I'm about to give you. If you had tuned into the show when the show started, you would know where we're coming from and our views and our opinions on what we're talking about. But since you're an idiot, I'm going to say on the behalf of myself, F you and the wound that you fell out of. Because we don't do the name calling over here, man. So, hey, man, kill yourself. All right? So, hey, and I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say this one too. You are more than welcome to exit yourself off our channel. Thank you and good night.
Yeah. I didn't even. I just saw a tick popped up and hit it. I shouldn't even let that one ride.
So disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody calling people out of their names and stuff, man. Hey, man, see, that's you probably one of the, you are probably the problem. You're one of the people in this world that's the problem.
Yeah, but
Idiot. And I called you an idiot. My name is that dude Quail. I live in Georgia. Come see me. So I can Karmelo Anthony your ass. Come see me.
nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that,
sir.
You know, we don't need.
God dang,
Sir.
boy.
We don't need.
See,
Calm
hold
your
up, Chip. One more, Chip.
Oh.
Cause see, you people, y'all hide behind these goddamn laptops and tablets and all of that stuff, man. Y'all do that, and you run your mouth. I'm telling y'all now, I'm not Rolanda Martin. Run up on me if you want to. Run up on Quail. Run up on me, please.
Don't hurt him, fam. Don't hurt him, man. You know,
All this name calling and stuff, man. Boy, y'all, hey, man, be respectful in the comments, man.
Yeah,
Be respectful in the comments. If you can't do that, exit yourself out of it. Get off the show.
No doubt.
All right, now the show may continue. Al on the prowl, man. I had to get that one off, bro. Is Cody's? Yeah, Cody's. What's happening? Cody's, is that at Cody's 1212? What's happening with you, player?
Yeah.
So mature. That's right, man. Hey, man. This a grown people show, man. We adults, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
And nobody's saying this whole thing is about bullying. First of all, idiot, I'm still on the idiot. We said, if anything, the show gonna be about making decisions. Bad decisions. While y'all out there protesting and marching and all that, this boy made a decision to take a knife to school. Let's start there. If he didn't make the decision to take the knife to school, we would be talking about 35 years. What are y'all marching for, man? See, y'all the ones that get Quail upset and make Quail go off because y'all don't use common sense. Common sense, man. God dang, man.
Yeah.
Right here.
And you know, that's the first mistake. You know, that was a very big mistake. You know, never should have took the knife to school. You know, if you were feeling like, you know, something was gonna go down between you and whoever, I mean, because it's obvious these two kids didn't know each other at all. You know what I'm saying? He just ended up under their tent. So of course, no, it was bullying wasn't involved. But if he had been getting bullied at his school or walking to school and felt like he needed a knife, then yeah, that's an issue he most definitely should have took up with his parents. That, hey, if this dude bother me, while I'm walking to school, or it's a dude at the school that's bothering me. Because either way it go, you got a knife, and if you was getting bullied and you stab somebody, you know, for bullying you, you still were gonna end up in a situation. It may have came out a little different because you was being bullied. If it was another case and he was getting bullied, but in this case, no, he wasn't getting bullied. So that's why the whole self defense thing. Uh, it was gonna be hard for his legal team to prove. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure, like every case, um, a plea bargain was presented. They haven't said it, but there's always gonna be a plea bargain presented. Why they didn't take the plea bargain? You know,
Mm.
because and why didn't the
Guess they
kid?
thought that.
Another thing I say, if he, why didn't the kid go up there and testify for himself? You know, maybe he would have got some sympathy from the jury, or at least from the judge during the sentencing. If he would have got up there and cried and pleaded and said, "I'm very sorry for what I done. I was scared at that moment. And I'm very sorry, but from what my understanding, these people never apologized to the Metcalf family. They yet to apologize. And when the dad did show up at the press conference that they had, he was asked to leave by my boy Quail was talking about
The bootleg
the,
preacher.
the bootleg preacher. He was asked to leave. So no, they shouldn't have made it a racial thing. I feel like the Anthony family should have been trying to communicate with the Metcalf family, uh, uh, show them that we civilized people. Our son is civilized. Do you want to meet him? He want to apologize to you. He's sorry for what he done, and maybe that dad would have stood up in his behalf and said, "Hey, judge, I know what he done was wrong, but can can y'all please be lenient on the sentences. He's a great young man. I've been talking to him since this incident happened. He's totally remorseful, and maybe that
That could
35
have
years
made a
wouldn't have,
difference.
it would have made a difference. The young man never apologized. He never shed a tear during court. He just sat there, and showed no remorse. But remorse will get you a long way in the court system.
Hmm.
So
Shout
I
out to
agree.
Rhonda Mack. What up, Rhonda? Rhonda said, "Hey, fam." Uh,
Hey.
Roger Cox says the real Bulldogs are in Mississippi. LOL.
Oh,
what?
you missed that
What?
conversation. You missed it. You missed that
Oh
conversation. That was between
man.
Al and the Proud.
Hey, okay. QT Storm. Thank you for that. Blocked and reported. That idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Appreciate you,
not gonna keep
QT
on
Storm.
harping on that. We're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
we
yeah.
gonna keep
Hey,
we gonna
mom.
positive
Mama Nance
vibes.
told me to calm down. I'm calm, Mama. I'm good. I'm good over here. Um,
Positive vibes.
and Roger Cox agreed with Chip. His lawyers told him not to testify.
Yeah.
Bad mistake. Well,
Bad.
he could have said something.
So I want to know what the lawyer thought. What was the lawyer thinking? Because
That's what I'm saying. I got to find out
so
if he really had a public defender. That's what they saying he
Nah,
had.
nah, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He most definitely had to pay for a lawyer. I mean, they raised enough money to pay for him. They raised over
They
six
ain't half a
hundred
million, right?
thousand dollars. Yeah, over
Mm-hmm.
half a million
okay,
dollars. So
so they should have got a Johnny Cochran firm for that.
He should have got something other than what he had. I think he should have got somebody out of Texas. Not out. I mean, somebody that they live in Texas. Should have got somebody that could go fight the state. Not somebody that live there.
The Johnny Cochran firm.
Yeah. QT Storm is probably going to be an appeal. I think that's what they taking some of that money and trying to get
To
this.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get it
yeah, they trying
redone.
to raise more money for the appeal. That's why Charleston White said he was jumping off ship.
Marcus 81, what's happening, bro? Read his comment.
Yes. Yes,
Read
man,
his
your
comment.
decisions will definitely shape your life. That's why I'm cool and calm and think before I act. It's
Amen.
sad on both sides. I agree.
Amen.
That's what
I
I've been saying
totally
from the
agree. Because
beginning. If this young man had never made that decision that morning to take that knife,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't be talking about 35 years, man. It just
No.
wouldn't happen.
It
Oh,
would
yeah,
not.
it's racist. It's racist. He got the book thrown at him. They try to take his life and all that, but he made a decision. It was a decision. Like I told y'all about the clown, and I call him a clown, that left Alabama, chose to drive all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, and shoplift. Run out the mall, existing arrest. They said he had a gun, so they say he had a gun, so they say he was black. They shot him and killed him. But if you had made that decision to go and steal out of the mall, I don't know, with all this technology, how you think that was going to work in 2026. I'm just saying, man. All right, go ahead, Lily. Roger Cox, and then get Rhonda Mack.
okay. So I'm just gonna say this, and I've said it already. I What you do now will affect you in the future. Okay,
Decisions.
so yeah,
Decisions.
Roger Cox, predominant white town, and lawyers and the judge was buddy buddy. It was a lose lose situation. Rhonda
That's
Mack,
what I was seeing.
Charleston White said his dad wanted to use the money to pay bills. Don't know if that's true or not.
I heard that one too, Rhonda.
Yeah, that's what Charlton was
Ooh,
saying. He
right
said
at
he
the
is no
end.
longer part of the Anthony family team, and he did come out and apologize to the Metcalf family, and that's from Charleston White.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Go ahead, Lily. That last one.
okay, right at the end of the day, he made a bad decision.
It's a
Yeah,
bad decision, man.
yeah, just a bad decision, and I know there's a lot of, but there's a lot of people that
Decisions, whether they be right or wrong, the it's a bad situation all the way around. It's a bad situation all the way around.
no doubt
Because
about that.
a split decision can end your life.
My daddy used to tell me that all the time. But see, my question is to all the ninjas, not black people, the ninjas, the BLMs, and the brothers with the perms. We can't go out there and march and talk about racism when we're not teaching our children from day one about the decisions that they make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I tell my kids, you are free to make your decisions, but you are not free from those consequences.
No doubt.
Okay, now this is not a decision. If the police just so happen to pull you over, or the Ku Klux Klan just happen to snatch one up and put them in trees for some other reason, because that's going around too, and we can't find out what's happening. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that's not a decision. Now we can march. That's some racist stuff. We can go in. But when somebody go and make a decision that I'm gonna take a weapon and if somebody put their hands on me, it could possibly go the wrong way. I can't march for you.
No.
I can't, because you made that decision.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care how many years they give you. They give you 1,000 years. Man, they gave him 1,000 years to the door. Hey, he made that decision. Why I'm mad? I'm not mad.
Yeah, and it was a terrible decision because
It was terrible.
like I said, he got 35 years, and people are acting like it's not a young man that's gone, deceased. I mean,
Okay,
this
so
young man is 17
I give
years
you that.
old.
I give you that he's not gone, he's not deceased, but it's not guaranteed that he gonna make it out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's it's, it's not guaranteed that he's gonna make it out to see the end of those 35 years. So
He
and a
definitely
lot of
not going to be Carmelo. He might be Carmen in the next 10, 15 years. He just be technical. He going to prison.
Yeah,
He probably
yeah.
going to be Carmen. He got the twigs in his hair and all, like the YNs do. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just saying, hey, whatever. You made a decision. It ain't no buts or nothing. You made a decision.
Yeah, and people can say, "Oh, it was another color that it wouldn't be so harsh." I guarantee you, if you look it up, it's plenty of white kids that are doing life without parole I've seen, my wife is a fan of the ID channel, and they got
Hmm.
all kind of little Friday. I think it's I can't think of the name of all them crazy shows, but I think one of them is Friday Night something where they talk about kids, offing each other at football games or taking someone's life at football games. And
That is
I'm
crazy.
a
Friday Night
major,
Lights.
yeah, majority of those shows, those kids ain't getting out. Period. You know what I'm saying? So is this is not the only case. This type of thing happen every day. This is just the more politicized and nationalized case, but we can go through case after case, and I guarantee you on both spectrums, uh, uh, kids are doing a whole lot more than 35 years. So to say that, and then who's to say, because a lot of people, oh, that's too harsh. Well, it's a lot of people that go in, get right back out, and next thing you know,
Do it again.
they do it again. So uh, we sure wouldn't want that to happen because the sentence was too lenient. So it's just something to think about, because this young man obviously had some type of rage built up inside of him, or something uh, that would cause him to have enough rage to actually go in and stab somebody. Like I said, I've I've been in plenty of fights in my younger years, and it was all about them hands. I didn't feel the need to have to
These kids
stab
nowadays,
anybody.
they don't know how to use their hands.
Mm.
Hey. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave this, man, food for thought, man. And I got this from the great Bishop Dale Bronner. He said something when I went to church years ago that's pretty much the only thing that stuck with me when he said it. Bishop Dale Bronner said, "You are born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your decisions from the decisions you make."
Hmm.
Yeah. And with that being said, Chip, go ahead and give it to us, bro.
Hey man, Carmelo Anthony get 35 years. Y'all want to catch that last Marcus uh comment before we leave though? What's up, Marcus? What's happening, family?
Doing, not being.
The one before that one.
Uh,
Friday night. Oh, it's Friday nights. Friday night lights out. Doing, not being. And then out on the prowl, Michelle Obama. What the world? Michelle Obama is not a man.
hey, you went back some shows, didn't you?
Yeah.
Al of the Proud. As y'all know what Al of the Proud talk about, he done went back several shows ago. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Dug deep in the archives.
Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, Carmelo Anthony get 35 years. Do you feel it's fair or unfair? Uh, Me personally, I know that, what I'm saying, regardless of the color, if it was a white kid or a black kid, that I have a son. He's older than he's out of school now, but if something like that would have happened to him while he was in school, would I feel like the child that committed the crime, would I want him? I ain't even gonna say what I would want him. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be worse than 35 years. So I'll just leave that to myself. But we'll let y'all make the decision on how y'all feel about it. Leave it in the comments. Do you think it was fair or unfair? That's all you have to put in the comment. Fair or unfair. Do that for us. It'll help the channel out. We appreciate it. And around here, your opinion matters.
That was up. Roger Cox said that's another show. Laugh out loud talking about Al of the Proud. Better than before says, love how you closed the show tonight. Appreciate that. All right, Lily, go ahead and give it to us.
All right. All right. So if you would like to follow us on YouTube right here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can know when we're on, when we're posting shorts and all of those great things. That is Mupixo, Mupixo. You can follow us on Facebook under Mupixo as well. You can also follow us oh Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. Instagram. I have moments. I have moments. You can follow us on Instagram under opinion_matters_show. That is opinion_matters_show. And I needed to say this from the get-go. Thank you to all of our opinionated family, from our day ones to our day nows. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, share, and follow. Share because sharing is caring. And also, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, drop it in the comments and let's talk about it.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to our girl Lily, Lady in the Hook, who's supposed to have some items for y'all tonight. What are the items that,
I
Lily?
can show you what I'm working on right now.
No, don't do that, Lily. All right, so look, we need y'all to follow Lily, Lady in the Hook. Give me your handle.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok under Lady in the Hook LLC.
And my partner in crime, who is the creator of this show, my boy Chip, who does everything from videos and photos and make y'all look good. To take all the pimples and stuff out your face and everything. He just make y'all, he uncross your eyes and stuff, you know, when your eyes are cocked. Anyway, Chip, give me your handle, boy.
Man, y'all know what it is. Haven't changed yet. Nicole H. Chisholm, Facebook. Purpose Photos and Film, Facebook.
And I'm your boy, man, that dude Quail, the one that y'all love to hate. And I appreciate the idiot that was in here. I had to go ahead and set that straight. You bring the best out of me. I appreciate you. Because I said on this show when we started that I wasn't going to go there. And there's always got to be one somebody
that was a decision you made. That was a decision you made, sir.
Oh, I made it. I chose to go off on that person.
You made the decision.
I chose to go off. But I know y'all missed me this week. I was on vacation, so I couldn't give y'all your TikTok live on Friday at 5. So I will be here on TikTok Friday live at 5, giving y'all some good music, man. And on Saturday with the Red Cup Saturday, y'all join me Red Cup Saturday somewhere between 12 and 1. All right, on TikTok. And y'all can follow me at that dude Quail on TikTok. All right, Al on the Prowl, man. Appreciate you, man. Now, I don't know what you're talking about. He said the UFC fighter is a clown. Al, I got to do you like Coming to America. If you want to keep watching the show, stay out the drugs.
Al on the Prowl is on the prowl.
He on the prowl, man. Al on the prowl, man. We appreciate you, man. We love you, man.
So.
All right, and thank you for being there, Mr. Phillips, 9467. We appreciate your comment as well. But we gotta go, man, and we gonna check y'all, man, next Monday. All right, y'all. Please tell everybody that we gonna be on, man. All right, we love y'all, man. Everybody in the comments, we love y'all, man. All right, deuces.